Hyundai has definitely kicked it up a notch with the 2024 Santa Fe in the SEL hybrid trim. And why is this so special? Many reasons, but a few right here at the beginning, because it's hybrid and the MPG is phenomenal on this 3-row midsize SUV. We're going to be talking about the exterior, interior, and specs on this SEL hybrid trim level on the brand new redesigned Santa Fe in this video. But before we do, please tap that like button, subscribe to our channel, and here's our email. Email us if you got something for us to film and we could talk the details later. A special shout out and a thanks to Roseville Hyundai here in Roseville, California, for providing us this beautiful 2024 Santa Fe for this review. Also keep watching because we're also going to be talking about the price, what's coming to the market with regards to the MSRP stickers, and we're dropping that MSRP sticker in this video. Now let's go ahead and talk 2024 Santa Fe Hyundai. So let's dive in and talk specs and what do we get under the hood of the 2024 Hyundai hybrid in the SEL trim. Now, I have to mention that you get 3 different trims in the hybrid lineup. You have the SEL, which is the one in this video. You have the limited and the highest being the calligraphy. This comes with a 1.6 liter turbo GDI powered engine, 4 cylinders, paired together with a 6-speed automatic transmission that pushes 232 horsepower with 271 pounds-feet of torque. A 1.49 kilowatt lithium ion battery also for that hybrid system. 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds. MPGs 36 city, 35 highway, and a 36 combined. Wow, that is great for a 3-row mid-size SUV. 17.7 gallon gas tank size. Let's go ahead and talk some dimensions now that you're looking at the side. 195 inches in length, 75 inches in width, and 70 inches in height with 110.8 inch wheelbase, 9.6 inch ground clearance, and when properly equipped with a trailer brake package is about 4,500 pounds of towing capacity. On this exact car in this video, you'll have about 2,000 pounds of towing capacity. Now guys, let's go ahead and shut this hood and bring to you guys the new redesigned phenomenal. Yes, it is literally brought to you with that Land Rover or Range Rover feel on this Hyundai Santa Fe SEL hybrid trim. I just have to put that out there. Not only that this car looks a whole lot better, honestly, but the space, the way it drives, the interior, just a phenomenal look coming in from the old one to the new one. So out with the old, in with the new. Now, starting with the exterior paint color, this is the Phantom Black Pearl exterior paint color. For the people who would like to know, I know I get a lot of comments on our videos asking for paint colors. This new redesigned front end, beautiful with that hyper silver look, that huge lighting bar going across with the LED lighting, and get a load of this, an H for Hyundai. That is a phenomenal look. It literally reminds me of the Land Rover Defender. This design is literally just phenomenal on this Hyundai. They are kicking it up a notch from the exterior to the interior with even the tech. It's just great, guys. I'm just like salivating over this car. But dropping down, you have active air vents that open up on that mid area of that front end. Dropping down, again, active air shutters in there as well. Finishing off that lower end with kind of a matte gray look. Active air vents there as well for those brakes or the brake area. Now moving over to the side, I just have to mention, get a load of this kind of boxier look. We're going away. We see this in a lot of manufacturers that we're kind of straying away from that curvy, older look. Everybody's kind of sharpening it. For example, like Porsche, Hyundai now is actually making them a little bit more boxy. Now let's go ahead and talk wheel area. You got that matte black plastic trim coming in from the front over that wheel area and that nice design. Now I have to mention, you typically see a kind of a uniform design on that wheel well trim, but this kind of has a boxier design. The wheels themselves, they're coming with Goodyear assurances, and the size is a 235/60/18, 2 colors. It's a high gloss black with a machine surface silver and a standard suspension with a spring strut shock suspension. Integrated blinker lighting on that side mirror, matte black plastic. You do not have 360 panoramic camera on the SEL trim. The higher you go, yes, you will get the bells and whistles. It does come with blind spot assist, proximity key, so you come to the car itself and you can have your key fob in your pocket or your purse and you can actually enter this car. Let's go ahead and show you guys how it looks coming in. Now, very big space, so you're not gonna be banging yourself up for the front and the back as well. Like literally, a lot of times SUVs will minimize the amount of space you get when you're coming into this rear door. But here on the Santa Fe, I have to mention to you guys that there's a lot of room. Another thing that kind of gives me Land Rover vibes, I hate to keep mentioning it, everybody, but for $38,000 and some change, or almost $39,000, you're getting a baby Land Rover. This is phenomenal. It comes standard front wheel drive, but you also have the option of getting that H-Track all-wheel drive. This exact car in this video is a front wheel drive, but again, for about $1,800 more, you can opt in for an H-Track all-wheel drive. My best advice to anybody is get that all-wheel drive. Now, continuing forward, that Land Rover kind of back glass here is good. Now, this is part of the quarter panel area, but this is a glass, okay? So this is not part of, it's not a metal piece, it's part of the back glass setup. Roof rails coming up the top. Coming back, we're gonna see a lot of design, a lot of boxiness. Now, if you ask me, I don't know how I feel about what we're coming to now with this rear end. You guys let me know in the comments section below, how do you guys feel about this rear end? It does kind of give me a Korean feel to it with regards to the lighting system. Now, LED, of course, up top, you got the integrated brake lighting with that spoiler, the privacy glass, and the wiper is tucked right under that spoiler. Dropping down Santa Fe in those nice big letters, hybrid on the right, letting you know that it is a hybrid with a backup camera right over that rear button to pop open that tailgate. Dropping down, we do have an add-on hitch. This is optional, okay? So don't let that confuse you. Matte black plastic with your backup lights here lower than those reflectors, okay? Bumper sensors back here for safety when you're backing up. Now let's go ahead and pop this tailgate open. But before we do, I wanted to show you guys that the tailpipe on this car is on the passenger side. And to our knowledge, as you open, let's go ahead and do that again. I want to show you guys something cool. There's just so much to mention about these new cars, everybody. Hopefully this video is not too long, but check this out. You're gonna see H blink for Hyundai when I go ahead and open this door. See that? That is super cool. Now we're gonna come in. Now, to our knowledge as well, no spare tire in this car, but you do get your tire sealant stuff. Hopefully it's not a big flat when you're on the side of the road, but again, no spare tire, 3 rows. Now let's talk some cargo. With cargo area, with all 3 rows up, you get about 15 cubic feet of space, and this is what it's going to look like if I go ahead and pull these seats back. That's what 15 cubic feet of space looks like. Dropping those down is about 41 cubic feet of space. And then if I go ahead and drop the second row down as well from this little control panel here, left and right, again, being the lower trim, you actually get controls for that second row. Phenomenal. That you get a whopping 81 cubic feet of cargo space. So great for camping if you're headed up to the mountains with skis, snowboards, bikes, air fryers, dishwashers, dryers, whatever you want to put. I can attest for that because I've honestly done it, but you can fit a lot back here. On the left-hand side, you get a 12-volt outlet, and that is pretty much the rear cargo area. Now that we're pretty much done talking about the specs, I want to actually mention to you guys just a little bit more. Maybe you don't like the hybrid system. You have the option of also getting a 2.5 liter turbocharged that comes paired together with the 8-speed instead of a 6-speed transmission, okay? So now let's go ahead and close the tailgate and head in and talk about interior. Now let's talk SEL hybrid interior, everybody. Now just get a load of this black H-Tex wrapped seating with the all-new design, 12.3 inches on that infotainment screen, the cluster, 6.6 inch digital screen for your dual climate control here in the front. Just phenomenal. And get a load of this center console with this bridge. Beautiful, just a lot of room. Now, we're going to bring this interior to you guys, starting off first with the door panel, the driver's side, okay? Got some silver going on, some different look on that inlay. H-Tex wrapped armrest. Controls for your window switches and the side mirrors. Right under that, you get some more personal space, and then the cover there for your speaker, which is integrated with that door panel. On the left-hand side of that manual steering column, you get your parking brake button, your lighting dim button for that dashboard lighting, tailgate button with traction control. Up top, over to the steering wheel, we do not have Hyundai sign, but we know that they're starting to put these little 4 dots on that steering wheel airbag. Tri-spoke steering controls on the right and the left to control that cluster, and you can go through that center info card by the buttons here. Let's go ahead and show you guys that just a little bit. You could also go right and left as well, okay? Tells you about your engine temperature, MPG, and so forth. You guys get the point. Right behind, you have the paddle shifters for that 6-speed automatic transmission. The control lever there for your windshield wipers on the right, and then control levers there for your lighting system, like your headlights, taillights, and so forth on the left. And this here, we do not have those regular shift levers anymore, but again, the nice, convenient, simplified, minimalist look on the Hyundai Santa Fe that they added is just a phenomenal look with this, because honestly, I like the fact of getting rid of a lot of busyness, and this is what Hyundai did, and that I personally like. So we'd go ahead and switch to drive, switch to reverse, and press that parking button, okay? Moving forward to that 12.3-inch infotainment screen. You got a lot. Now, I don't want to make the video too long, so I'm just going to show you guys a few things. You have a lot of tech like driver assistance, and you can check out your driver convenience, driver safety, driver attention warning. You get like you have the traffic sign recognition, lane departure assist, crash warnings, and so forth. But also, if we go ahead and go back, you get things like lighting, and you can change headlight delay. You can change your flashes on your signal lights, and so forth. Just so much, okay? Let's go to convenience, show you guys a little bit about that. You could actually do digital keys, doors, lights, mess around with everything also from the convenience as well. Now, dropping down to the dual climate control area, you have hard buttons for that infotainment screen as well. We go ahead and go home, or let's go to map. You could go to media, right? That's what your radio looks like. Go back home, and it comes back to the home screen. You can actually slide. Very nice, responsive, touch-sensitive infotainment screen I would like to add. Heated seats just here in the front. You don't have back heated seats. Let's go ahead and tap this on and show you guys what it looks like when you're controlling this. And go ahead and turn it off. These hard buttons down here is for parking sensor button, your camera button, which shows up on that infotainment screen. Very nice tech on that camera. Hill decline assist button, auto hold, and 3 different drive modes with Eco, Sport, and My Drive. And you're going to see that on that little info card in between those gauges. So you have 1 wireless charging pad in here, but you also have the option, higher trims get 2 wireless charging pads inside their cars. You get USB-C ports, and one thing that's cool about these Santa Fe's is that you could actually press this button and you get USB and charging, or maybe you don't like your phone connecting to the USB, you go just charging. I love that feature. Cup holders, huge, big, and deep cup holders, probably some of the biggest I've seen on a midsize SUV. Pop this open, you get cubby room, a removable tray, it's like that, more room there, and not just that, which is pretty cool, but you could also pop this cap right here from the back. Talking a little bit more about the seating system, the driver on the SEL comes electric controlled, to whereas on the passenger, it is manual and everything else is manual controls inside this car. In front of that H-Tex wrapped perforated seating, you have more room for personal belongings like your phone, the button or lever to open that glove compartment, closing that, and a second glove compartment up top for more storage space. Up top, we have touch-sensitive Lighting with that true light LED lighting in here. Love that Hyundai did that because I hate those soft yellow lights. No sunroof in the SEL, but guys, that brings us to the end of the front side of this interior. Now let's go ahead and talk second and third row seating and finish off with this video. So before we continue, I want to mention to you guys I'm about 6 feet 2 inches tall, so you guys can kind of relate of how much space this car has with a tall guy in this car, okay? So sitting on the second row seating, what do we see? We get a 60%er seating, and let me go ahead and show you guys that. This is 60%er. You don't have the option of turning this into a 20%er. And then on the passenger side, a 40%er. Car seat compatibility with a armrest and nice big deep cup holders. Shout out to Hyundai for those as well, because we know a lot of manufacturers make those itty bitty cup holders in the back. In front of us, we got some hard back on the front seats with pockets and 2 USB-C plug-ins, so nobody's fighting to charge their phones. Opening this on the bottom of the center console, you have more cubby room, but another cool thing is when you go ahead and open this lid here from the back, remove this tray, that you have more room down there as well. So just a lot of room that the Santa Fe is maximized on, okay? Let's go ahead and close those. Now, ways to control these seats, you got a manual lever to move it forward and back. You have a manual lever here to change the angle on that backrest, and then 2 buttons, one here to bunny hop that seat forward, and one here for that third row passenger to bunny hop that seat forward as well, and that's for both sides. Now, let's go ahead and do that. Well, it was supposed to work, but of course, there you go. Murphy's Law, when it rains, it pours. But again, let's go ahead and do that. Now, if I go ahead and maybe put the seat a little bit more further back so you guys get an idea of what it looks like in a natural state. This is what it would look like. My knees are touching. If everybody's kind of comfortable, I would say it's a little bit more claustrophobic, but again, guys, it's a mid-size SUV, so you guys get the idea. Put your tall people in the front, smaller people in the back. Cup holders on the right and on the left. You have 2 cup holders on each side. That is great. A lot of cup holders inside this car. On the right-hand side, it is a tri-zone climate control. You can actually control the rear AC from back here. Turn on that button, turn it off, and you have your air vents right there next to you as well. So your dogs or your people that are back here are not feeling too claustrophobic because they're getting that airflow, okay? But other than that, we pop in the MSRP sticker in this video. So here it goes, and let me know what you guys think. Is this car worth about $39,000 for a third row midsize SUV hybrid with that MPG and this new Land Rover look? Just a great look on this Hyundai. With the all-wheel drive option, you're getting a top tier car for a bottom price. I would have to say that you're getting a lot of bang for your buck in this car. Thank you so much for watching our channel at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Keep watching, stay tuned. We have more cool things coming. God bless you.